The Prime Minister, in his speech today, talking about climate change, you've been a big believer in this. You've made that bet many years ago. What's the outlook now in India?
I think after the new government set the targets 175 gigawatt by 2022 and nearly 250 gigawatt by 2030. Not only that, in a Paris agreement, we are the leader countries to commit for the mitigating the climate risk and to give a better society for the world, not just for India. I think that initiative is really, execution side is also happening very well. 3 years before, in investment in India was $1.5 billion was happening. After that, it is a move to the 5 billion to 10 billion, and last year it is a 15 billion, and we are expecting in 2018 $20 billion.
What about utilization at this point in time, sir, and also about demand, because the last few months were not particularly good? You're starting to see an uptick now?
Yeah, the manufacturing capacity in India is almost 10 gigawatt of manufacturing. Most of the global company has established manufacturing base. More than 4,000 vendors are there, and nearly 2 million jobs in the sector is there. But last year, the 6 to 9 months, the capacity utilization was hardly by 30 to 40%, because the transition phase from the FIT regime to the bidding systems has established. But now the initiative taken by the MOP, and nearly 10 gigawatts the projects are in the pipeline. So we believe is 2018 the full manufacturing capacity will be fully utilized. So it is a really good news for the industries.
Are you going to be making any fresh investments?
Yes, we are expanding our main capacities, particularly in next generation of the technologies, and enhancing the plant load factors from 35% to 45% to bring down the levelized cost of energy down. And for that, we are investing in the next generation of the turbine technology, which is a 2.6 megawatt machines and 128 meter rotors, 140 meters tower, which will deliver the almost 45% PLF, which is never India has achieved that. So this technology investment is a core is there. When coming to the manufacturing, we have to bring this new product, and we have to develop the full supply chain on that to expand the capacity. So megawatt terms will remain the same, but the generation energy point of view, it will be 1.5 times higher.
So what will be the CapEx plan for this additional capacity that you're talking about, and also any fundraising plans? No,
the mainly investment is not in the manufacturing capacity much more, but in supply chain and other things. So one product normally when we launch, nearly 200 crore rupees investment come in the new product technologies. So this is the current year, our investment 200 crore rupees in the technology, in the new turbine technologies.
Okay. Exports, sir, the world is seeing a recovery today. So is that looking better from an export point of view for you as well?
I think the renewable sector in the last 3 years, I mean, we see the globally also, it's doing extremely good. You will be surprised. The world is investing in a power sector. In all the segment of the power sector in the world is a $500 billion investment. $500 billion investment is happening. Out of that, $300 billion is coming only for the renewable space. So that is a really good, almost 60% new capacity investment in India and world is going on a 60%. And down the line, if I see the next 10 years, the total investment will flow is $6 billion. Out of that, it's nearly $4 billion will come that. That's why Suzlon'S is also well equipped. As you know, we have already built 32 countries our turbines, and we are exporting from India. So again, we are expanding our more capacity to the US market first immediately, and then we can go further in the other country. Government is also supporting very well. We have put in our budget requirement from the Indian Wind Turbine Association point of view. Okay, why not we incentivize the manufacturing companies in India so that we can invite more global companies can come here, they can make their hub in India, and we can start the exporting. So current incentive program is 2% is there. We have requested to move to 2 to 5%. Then it's becoming a good competitive, which is beneficial to our country to bring down levelized cost of energy down.
Mr. Tanti, always a pleasure, sir. Thanks so much for joining us on CNBC TV 18. Tulsi Tanti of Suzlon'S there, taking us through the plans for 2018 and the outlook for the renewable energy sector.